very much for your time. It was just 2 weeks ago that your department was in the news for the very same reason, splurging on seemingly ridiculous amounts. 2 weeks ago, it was the issue of R500,000 being spent on braai areas, on ministerial homes. And here we are again.
Good afternoon, Michelle. Good day, Michelle, and the viewers.
Reggie, what's your response to yet another issue of massive overspending by your department? 10 million rand to refurbish the new general's new offices in Pretoria. 2 weeks ago, it was R500,000 for braai areas.
Michelle, indeed, the cost is too high, but the cost is also in line with what was done to renovate the building. Ourselves, as the department, also we have assembled a team of professionals to look at what was done, whether also there's no inflation of the amount that are charged to us as a department. But also we are also very worried, I must say, that the price is too high. But we are doing some investigation to ensure that what we charged is exactly what was done on the building.
Reggie, you're saying that the cost is, you are investigating, but that the cost is in line with projected spending. In a country where the education minister says we can't afford sanitation for all our schools, how can we possibly afford R500,000 for a braai area?
Michelle, we are fully aware. That's why even the minister has indicated several times that we have to look at the issue of pricing, because we've realized that when it comes to government doing business with quite a number of business people, the price when it comes to government, they are very high. So from time to time, we are looking at investigating how those prices, whether we will charge the prices as we were supposed to be charged and stuff like that.
Reggie, why are we in a situation where you now have to go back and check whether the prices were inflated? Surely there is someone in charge of signing off on these projects.
Look, Michelle, we are quite correct, but also construction is quite different from your normal procurement. There's quite a lot of things that are happening, and that's why we are saying from time to time when the service providers are doing work, you need somebody to go and check whether what they've charged you is exactly what they have done. So that's what from time to time we do. Yes, there are people that are responsible that are doing that from time to time. That's why even in this case we are saying, look, the building is it's a 9-campus building. So from time to time you have to, and the building, what needed to be done has to be done, but at a reasonable price. That's why we want to go and look at, the professionals will assist us to look at how did they arrive at this particular amount of money. Was it worth the work that was done? Is it worth the money that the department has been charged?
All right, so you're still investigating the 10 million rand used to refurbish the new Pretoria offices of the National Police Commissioner. That's what you're telling me now.
Yes, what I'm saying, Michelle, is that the work has been done. It's just that now we need to, and let me explain this. What we did initially when we bought the building, but when one of our clients needed to occupy the building, then we got the services of the DPSA to quickly do, because we didn't have that capacity. So DPSA had to follow their own procurement processes to procure a service provider to do the work that we had requested them to do for us. So that's why I'm saying to you, based on what DPSA has paid the service provider, that what we need to do now is to look at, get a team of our professionals to look at the work that has been done, to check whether the amount that we are being charged is fair enough. Is it the amount that we are supposed to be charged?
All right, so let me just ask you around the issue of R500,000 spent on refurbishing ministers' braai areas. Where are you in terms of clearing up exactly what happened there? who is the person who signed off on that project?
Look, Michelle, the issue of mineral houses, I think my minister has spoken on this matter several times to say we are concerned as well as the department, because remember, you find that we have got mineral houses in Cape Town, we have mineral houses in Pretoria. So the cost always, we are looking at about 140 buildings that has to do with accommodation. So the cost of maintaining that is too high. So that's why we are looking at how then can we work as government to reduce the costs that are associated with these houses. So that's what we are working on now, to say how can we reduce this cost, how then do you know, because for the fact that there are houses in Pretoria, there are houses in Cape Town, the prices, the cost of maintaining those houses will be very high.
All right, so you're saying you're looking into what can be done to reduce the cost. Take us through some of the measures that will be put in place to do just that.
Come again?
Take us through some of the measures that the department will be putting in place to keep costs down.
Look, one of the measures that my minister has spoken about is to look at the ministerial handbook. How can we then put caps in terms of what needed to be done in terms of maintaining these houses? So if we know that maintaining a house is at a particular cap, or in terms of procuring the furniture, there's a particular cap that you can't go over. I think those are one of the measures that we are looking at, as well as other measures in terms of how then can we get even furniture cheaper when we need even the maintenance. But one of the things that the minister has spoken about when he introduced the 7-year turnaround strategy of the department was the resuscitation of the workshops. You'll recall that previously government used to have their own workshops where minor maintenance issues will be done through the workshops. Those are some of the measures that we are looking at in terms of how can quickly resuscitate these workshops in terms of doing other work that we normally outsource to service providers.
All right, well, thanks very much for your time. Reggie Ngobo, spokesperson for the Department of Public Works, which has been in the news for all the wrong reasons in terms of overspending. This time, it's around 10 million rand being used to refurbish the new Pretoria offices, of the National Police Commissioner, General Kehla Sitole. You'll remember just a couple of weeks ago, the Standing Committee of Public Accounts in Parliament decried the fact that R500,000 was used to refurbish ministers' braai areas.